Hey guys, welcome to my brand new YouTube channel. My name is Thando, and here we will be living thriftily, shopping, and creating. Please enjoy and watch the next clip. Bye! This is my first and cheapest of the DIYs that I'll be doing in this episode. This was with items that I already had in the house from Christmas, which I just used to refurbish some hardware and an old gift box that I already had in store. The total makeover cost me 60 Rand skoon, and this is the final look of the hardware update and the gift box that I'll be using on my vanity table. I love the look and how it's coming together. The next project had me searching high and low for this marble design contact paper, which everyone was buying from Pep stores or Pep Home. But every Pep Home that I literally went to from the East Rand up to Fourways didn't have this particular style in store. And I was shopping around for about a week for it until someone did advise me to actually go check it out from builders in Fourways, and I did manage to find it, but not at the price that everyone was buying it for. It was slightly more than I'd hoped to pay for just contact paper, but it was quite a lot, and I can reuse this again and again to refurbish the countertop or for other DIY projects that I may have. It was quite difficult working with that first until I got the hang of it. It is tacky once you remove the hind cover of the contact paper, and it sticks even where you don't want it to, so you need to be careful with this as you go and try to apply the wallpaper technique. I did watch a couple of tutorials of this before I did this, but it was still quite difficult. But our end result turned out beautifully. I had to do kind of like twice over, and the final look does look quite okay, except for that midline there that does bother my OCD a lot. So angazi ukuthi nguba ubani on some days, but after my braid takedown, I thought that I'd wake up and just conquer the whole world. The world being my wardrobe, which is usually a mess from Monday to Friday because I yank stuff out when I'm getting ready for work, because angisiyena lo muntu engifisa ukuba uyena. Sometimes I don't pull up my outfits in time, and I in the morning rush to get things out, and by so doing make a horrible mess of my wardrobe, and don't get to repacking until some time later, or until umuntu wami asave sathi ayi cha usuphila neqamba manje ayinakasakhoni. It does happen that maybe a week or so will pass, but I try to do this process at least once weekly so that I know what's there to wear for the next week, and how to manage my laundry. I do find the random odd single sock there time to time, and this is how I also keep record of all the stuff that still fits me, stuff that's in season, stuff that is worth the wear, stuff that is getting old, and stuff that I would like to give away or donate. The total process took me about, I'd say, around an hour and a half for the takedown and folding and repacking of the clothes. But I was feeling quite energetic this morning. I was looking forward to the start of my weekend, me doing things that I'd like to do with my time. This, for me, I find a little bit relaxing once I've started and repacked my wardrobe, and I know what's what and where what is. And I can know that when I start my new week, everything's going to be okay. Hi guys, Yim Loyo. Up next, I was feeling myself, went into the bathroom. I was looking at a couple of things that were quite dusty, because sometimes nokulala sivule fastela and dust comes in. We live in a semi-urban area, but there's quite a lot of trees, and it was windy for the past couple of days, so I was cleaning up and just tidying up the bathroom, just taking care of what was left in a mess in that week. And here's the final look of the tidy up after I'd done cleaning and just swapping out the linens in the bathroom for the week. So the Bab and I are trying intermittent fasting, and I, on top of this, am trying to push a keto diet, of which it's really difficult, but I found this amazing substitute for bread, which is called 90-second microwave bread. I saw the recipe of it on Pinterest, and I had a couple of the things in the house already, so I tried it and it turned out really great. I would definitely do this again, but I did notice that I had some sort of sensitivity maybe to almond flour, because everything else that was in the bread itself was quite normal within my diet. But yeah, it was a definite do-over, and I did love the meal and how it tasted in the end. My next big tackle later on that evening was to do some plant rescue and repotting. The snake plant was a gift from a friend of mine from work, which is really, really lovely. I love the fact that it's budded out and it's fully grown. So I just needed to repot that. But unfortunately, the next big item on the list that night was my Monstera Deliciosa, which, after a week of me being sick and forgetting it outside after watering it, had these brown and yellow spots. When I looked it up on this plant app that I have, the diagnosis was either rotten roots or overly wet soil. And so for all of this, I needed to check the roots if there's any rot or blackness in them. Smelt the soil. I did change the potting soil anyways. I watered through the roots to see if there's any damage to them. There was very little that I could see as damage. I tried to revive it. I repotted it, and by the end of the evening, had already had it in a new batch of soil. As time went, I'm not sure if my plant will be actually surviving this, or I'll be pruning it from the brown leaves. About three of the leaves are brown. It has a total of about six leaves. So I'll wait till it gets its new stalk, and then I'll be removing the brown and yellow spotted leaves from the rest of the plant. Please don't mind my my raggedy nails. I haven't had time to actually go to the salon or anything, and I still do have that little bit of a hang up with someone touching my hands. And after me surviving COVID, that is just one of the things that I still need to just, I think, pray on. Maybe it'll change, maybe not. I don't know. I will let you know if I do have the chutzpah to go back to the hair salon or the nail salon after this. I'm really emotional over this plant and how it's really turned out. A friend of mine said it was sympathy illness with myself and the plant not being well at the same time. The big thing about this particular plant is that it's the first baby we had in the house, and the first plant baby we had in the house, and it means quite a lot to me because I got it in a really dark time, and it used to cheer me up. It still does. It cheers me up seeing it there, just looking beautiful, looking lovely, looking green. And every time it sprouts a new stalk, I just super feel excited over it. And I am hoping I can save this. I've gotten used to some of the hang-ups that I had in the beginning with planting and handling potting soil myself, because there's like bugs and worms in there. I've gotten new over the irk and squeamishness that I had when I'd see the earthworms and all that. And I just realized that it's all part of the life that I'm trying to maintain and keep in my house, which are my beautiful plants. And I'm hoping that this one lives through this. If not, I'll try any method by which I can rescue it. I've looked up a couple of things, and there are about 2 to 3 things that I can do to try rescue this. And since it's well rooted and it's got nice aerial roots, it still has quite a good chance to grow and flourish. And this is a final look of the plants after I had potted them in the new soil. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please stay tuned for more.